Good afternoon, guys. We're on holiday at the moment, just taking a nice sunny break in the Canary Isles, just off the coast of Africa. I was made redundant at the end of last month, and I just felt like taking a trip abroad to do a little bit of hiking, get a little bit of sunshine, get some vitamin D, especially with the weather in the United Kingdom being really, really bad at the moment. One of the advantages of retiring early and not having a boss anymore is that you don't need to book your holidays with anybody. I wanted to briefly talk about frugality on this video and what it means to me. Being frugal with money is one of the things that allowed me to retire early at the age of 47. But I think that the term being frugal is commonly misinterpreted. And I just wanted to give you my interpretation of frugality. I've been a big saver and investor for most of my adult life. I've been frugal with money for a very long time. And sometimes when I used to talk about this, people would say to me, just spend your money, you might be dead tomorrow. I used to have a friend that said, YOLO, Y-O-L-O, you'll only live once, so spend your money today. And I always remember that my grandfather used to say to me, there are no pockets in shrouds, Vinny. And of course, for those of you guys who don't understand the reference, he was referring to a burial shroud which has no pockets. So what he was saying was you can't take your money and your possessions to the grave with you. So a lot of people's attitude is spend your money now, live for today, don't save anything, don't invest anything for tomorrow. And I do kind of understand their attitude, but often what happens is that leads people into buying more and more stuff and they end up in debt. And getting yourself into debt is a place you don't want to be, because what's happening is you're working all month and you're getting your paycheck, and then that paycheck has been divvied up and it's been handed out to lots and lots of different people. And that's not a position you want to be in. So I wanted to talk about being frugal and what it means to me. I think that a lot of people think frugality means sitting in the dark and the cold and running around and turning the lights off and turning the heating off and not spending any money on anything whatsoever. And I've seen this in some of the comments on my videos. People are saying to me, don't save your money, just spend your money, live for today, don't worry about what's going to happen in the future. And it's easy to understand why people who have that attitude can never retire, really, because they never put any money aside. As soon as they get the paycheck, it's gone, it's out of their hands, and it's spent on whatever, on stuff or gadgets or new cars or fancy houses or wherever. So here's the thing, I do spend money. My girlfriend is on the same wavelength as me. We do spend money on things, but what we tend to do is we spend our money on experiences rather than stuff. So again, a great example, we're currently on holiday in the Canary Isles. It's lovely and sunny outside, and we're trying to get away from the horrible British weather and just enjoy some warmth and enjoy some sunshine. It's 27 degrees Celsius out there at the moment, which is about, I think that's just over 80 degrees Fahrenheit for the Fahrenheit guys who are watching this. So it's a little bit too hot for me, so I've decided to come in, have a little bit of a break from the sunshine and do a little bit of filming. And these holidays are something we do quite a lot. We do spend our money on holidays. We're frugal with lots of stuff, but we do like to spend money on holidays. We normally have about 4 or 5 of these holidays a year, but we don't usually go for big luxury hotels, or we don't book through travel agents unless there's some kind of last minute deal going on and there's something like, I don't know, a 50% saving on a holiday or something like that. We like to go self-catering usually, and we tend to book private apartments that have facilities in them. So this one's got all the mod cons, all your gadgets. It's got a well-equipped kitchen. Most importantly, this one's got a washing machine. So we don't travel with big suitcases. We can travel quite light with hand luggage only. And we get so many days through the week, and we just chuck all our clothes in the washing machine, run them through, chuck them out on the line, and they're dry in half an hour. We also self-cater as well. Now, I know when a lot of people come on self-catering holidays, what that means for them is they eat out 3 times a day. But what we do to save money, we always cook most of our meals in the apartment. So we never go out for breakfast. We always cook breakfast in the apartment. We usually cook lunch in the apartment. Sometimes we'll go out for lunch if we're in the mood. We do go out for evening meals, but we only do it when we really want to. One of the things I've noticed about holidays is that people tend to eat out every single night, whether they feel like eating out or not. And you get halfway through the week and you just feel sick because you've eaten too much food. So we do eat out, but we'll eat out quite infrequently and when we're really in the mood for eating out. We always book holidays about 6 to 8 weeks in advance to take advantage of things like flight sales and last minute offers. And what we've always found is that booking late saves you a lot of money. So it means that you can go on holiday multiple times per year rather than just save up and have one very expensive holiday. We almost always travel off season as well. So it's November at the moment, coming up to Christmas. Most people are out Christmas shopping, we're on holiday. And when you travel off season, you find that the restaurants are cheaper. Lots of them have special offers on because there's more competition. There are no queues at restaurants, so you can just walk in and get a table. And we find that traveling off season is much more enjoyable for those reasons. And the reason we can afford to do this is we're not spending money on big houses, we're not buying brand new cars, we're not buying new sofas every 5 years, we're not spending our money on $1,000 iPhones. And we also save money on holidays by making our way around on foot or using public transport as much as we can. Anyway, back to the point of the video. What is frugality? For me, frugality is being very careful and considered with your money and trying to spend money only on things that are essential, or spending your money on experiences like this rather than stuff. So on holiday, for example, frugality is us making our own breakfast rather than going down the cafe around the corner and paying £20 for a breakfast. Frugality is walking back from the restaurant to the apartment instead of taking a taxi. Frugality is using the bus or public transport to get around instead of paying for expensive private transport. Frugality is making your own sandwiches for the plane flight rather than buying cheap microwaved plane food. And of course, back at home, frugality is buying second-hand wherever you can. So buying second-hand furniture, buying second-hand cars, even buying second-hand clothing. That's something we both do a lot. Frugality isn't sitting around in the cold and dark and switching the light switches off like a miser and turning the heating off so you're absolutely freezing cold and you've got 5 blankets on. For me, that's miserly. That's an extreme version of frugality. My great uncle was so frugal that he used to own 2 light bulbs for his entire house, and what he would do, he would leave 1 light bulb in the cupboard as a spare, and he would unscrew the other light bulb and he would take it to every room he used to go in, and he used to screw it in and then turn it on. Now that's a true story. That, can you imagine going from room to room, unclipping the light bulb and then clipping it in the next room? It sounds absolutely bizarre, and that's what my great uncle used to do. Like I say, that is an extreme version of frugality, and I'm definitely not at that level. So for me, frugality is being careful and considered with your money and saving money wherever you can, so that you can take that money and you can save it and invest it, and you can put that towards early retirement. So if you treat frugality as not spending money on things you don't need, but spending money on life experiences, as long as you're keeping enough money back to put into your own investments so that you can retire early, I think that's absolutely fine. You can still enjoy life, you can still have experiences, but you don't need to run up these absolutely massive debts, spending money on things that you're only really buying to impress other people and show them how successful you are. And you can still save enough money to retire early and spend your free time doing the things that you want to do. So I hope you found that useful, guys. As usual, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to click the like button. If you'd like to join me on my early retirement journey, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate that. So I'm just going to see what my girlfriend's up to. I think she's on the sunbed at the moment, so I'll head outside and get a little bit more sunshine. So thanks for watching. Hopefully see you on the next video. Take it easy. Cheers. Bye for now.